Imagine closing your eyes at night, feeling your body relax and drifting into sleep. You might think your mind simply shuts off, that consciousness fades into darkness until morning. But what if that's far from the truth? What if, while your body rests, your consciousness embarks on a journey more profound and mysterious than anything you experience while awake? Tonight, your mind doesn't just sleep. It travels, explores, and taps into realms science barely understands, and ancient wisdom has been hinting at for centuries. Every flicker of a dream, every moment of REM sleep is not random. It's your consciousness navigating through a hidden landscape of thoughts, memories, emotions, and maybe even realities beyond your physical body. The truth is, the common idea that sleep is mere rest is only half the story. Your mind is active in ways we are only beginning to comprehend, solving problems, processing emotions, and sometimes stepping entirely outside the confines of your physical self. Think about the vivid dreams you've had, some joyful, some terrifying, some completely surreal. What if these weren't just random firings of neurons, but glimpses into another dimension of your consciousness? Science calls it REM cycles and neural activity, yet countless reports throughout history speak of out-of-body experiences, lucid dreams, and even journeys where the mind seems to leave the body entirely. Philosophers, mystics, and psychologists alike have pondered this question: where does consciousness truly go when the body sleeps? Tonight, we are going to explore that mystery. We'll uncover what happens in your brain, what dreams reveal, and what ancient teachings suggest about the nature of consciousness. By the end of this journey, you won't look at sleep the same way again. You will realize that every night, as you surrender to rest, you are not just turning off. You are embarking on an incredible voyage into the deepest corners of your own mind, a place far richer, stranger, and more powerful than you ever imagined. So get ready to discover where your consciousness really goes during sleep, and the secrets they never told you. Sleep is often thought of as a passive state, a time when the body shuts down and the mind finally rests. But science tells us something far more fascinating. While you sleep, your brain is not inactive. In fact, it is buzzing with activity, organizing memories, processing emotions, and repairing itself on a cellular level. Sleep occurs in cycles, alternating between REM, or rapid eye movement, and NREM, non-REM stages, each playing a unique role in your mental and physical health. During deep NREM sleep, your body repairs tissues, strengthens the immune system, and clears toxins from the brain. In contrast, REM sleep is when the brain becomes highly active, almost as active as it is when you are awake. This is also the stage where vivid dreams occur. Brain waves during REM show patterns that suggest heightened creativity, problem-solving, and emotional processing. But here's the mystery. Even though your body is motionless and your conscious awareness seems absent, something profound is happening. The latest neuroscience suggests that consciousness doesn't simply turn off, it shifts. Parts of the brain responsible for self-reflection, emotion, and memory are actively communicating, suggesting that your mind is exploring realms beyond the waking state. Studies using EEG and fMRI scans show that during REM sleep, the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logic, becomes less active, while the limbic system, the seat of emotions, becomes more active. This explains why dreams often feel strange, illogical, yet emotionally vivid. Even more intriguing, some scientists propose that consciousness during sleep may operate in a parallel mode, a hidden layer of awareness we do not fully perceive while awake. Could it be that every night your mind ventures into territories of thought and awareness that science is only beginning to map? The evidence is compelling. Sleep is not mere rest, but a state where consciousness explores, experiments, and evolves in ways that challenge our understanding of reality itself. Dreams have fascinated humanity for millennia. Every night as we close our eyes, our minds conjure entire worlds, sometimes serene, sometimes terrifying, always vivid. Modern psychology tells us that dreams are a reflection of our subconscious, a mechanism through which our brain processes emotions, experiences, and memories. Sigmund Freud famously called dreams the royal road to the unconscious, and today, research supports that they serve multiple functions. Dreams consolidate memory. solve problems, and even prepare the mind for challenges we may face in waking life. But beyond these practical purposes, dreams raise an essential question. If our consciousness is active during dreams, what is it really doing? Dreams often contain symbolism and narratives that defy logic, yet they can reveal deep truths about our desires, fears, and unresolved conflicts. Scientists have noticed that the content of dreams is highly influenced by the emotional state of the dreamer, suggesting that dreams are a form of emotional processing. Furthermore, reports of vivid or recurring dreams hint at a conscious layer navigating through abstract ideas, hidden emotions, or even alternate realities. Lucid dreams, where the dreamer becomes aware of dreaming, add another layer of intrigue, revealing that consciousness can exert control even within the dream state. Philosophers and mystics suggest that dreams might be glimpses into alternate dimensions of consciousness, a place where the mind is free from the constraints of the physical body. Some theories propose that while the body sleeps, consciousness temporarily detaches from the physical plane, exploring mental landscapes or universes shaped entirely by thought. If this is true, dreams are more than entertainment or random brain activity. They are windows into the hidden journeys of consciousness, a nightly adventure we are only beginning to understand. Lucid dreaming is one of the most astonishing aspects of sleep. Unlike ordinary dreams, in a lucid dream, you become aware that you are dreaming. Suddenly, the laws of reality are suspended. You can fly, explore fantastical landscapes, or confront fears that feel impossible in waking life. But lucid dreaming is more than just an entertaining trick. It provides a rare glimpse into the flexibility and reach of consciousness. During lucid dreams, parts of the prefrontal cortex, normally quiet during REM sleep, become active, giving the dreamer self-awareness and decision-making ability within the dream. This phenomenon proves that consciousness can operate independently of the physical body, maintaining awareness while the brain is in a sleep state. Many lucid dreamers report extraordinary experiences, meeting guides, solving creative problems, or receiving profound insights. Even scientists have begun experimenting with lucid dreaming as a tool for therapy, using it to help people confront trauma or anxiety in a controlled, safe environment. Beyond the scientific perspective, lucid dreaming opens philosophical questions about the nature of reality. If consciousness can create and navigate entire dream worlds, what does that imply about the boundaries of existence? Are dreams merely mental simulations, or do they represent a layer of consciousness that exists parallel to waking life? Ancient cultures, from Tibetan Buddhists to indigenous shamans, practiced dream yoga and dream journeys, treating lucid dreaming as a spiritual discipline. In this light, sleep is not just passive rest. It is an opportunity to explore consciousness itself, to expand awareness into realms that are invisible while awake, and to discover the untapped potential of the mind. Throughout history, countless people have reported experiences of consciousness separating from the body. These out-of-body experiences, or OBEs, are often described as floating above one's physical body, observing the environment, and sometimes traveling to distant locations. While skeptics attribute OBEs to brain anomalies, scientific experiments reveal compelling patterns. For instance, researchers have induced OBEs using virtual reality, electrical stimulation, and sensory manipulation, suggesting the brain can generate the sensation of leaving the body. Yet, many spontaneous OBEs, especially those occurring during sleep or near-death experiences, contain vivid details that defy simple neurological explanations. People have described observing events or conversations while their physical bodies were unconscious, raising profound questions about the nature of consciousness. Could it be that consciousness is not strictly tied to the brain or body, but has the capacity to exist independently, exploring realms beyond physical perception? OBEs often occur during REM sleep or hypnagogic states, the transition between wakefulness and sleep, hinting at a natural window where the mind can detach from the body. Across cultures, these experiences are interpreted as spiritual journeys, encounters with higher beings, or glimpses of alternate realities. Neuroscience and spirituality converge on one idea: sleep is a gateway. When the body rests, consciousness might traverse dimensions invisible to the waking mind, collecting insights, solving problems, and experiencing states of awareness that are impossible during ordinary life. Every out-of-body report, every near-death account suggests that what we call sleep is far more than inactivity. It is an extraordinary voyage of the mind. Sleep is the theater of the subconscious mind. While the conscious mind rests, the subconscious works tirelessly, processing emotions, integrating memories, and revealing hidden truths through dreams. Psychologists emphasize that during sleep, the brain consolidates learning, strengthens memory, and resolves internal conflicts. But beyond these practical functions, the subconscious also communicates with consciousness in subtle ways. Recurring dreams, symbolic imagery, and emotional intensity are messages from a deeper layer of the mind. Some scientists believe that the subconscious is exploring creative solutions, preparing the conscious mind for challenges, or experimenting with alternative behaviors and responses. Intuition, the sudden insights that appear upon waking, are often born from these subconscious explorations during sleep. Ancient wisdom also recognized the subconscious as a bridge to higher understanding. In many spiritual traditions, dreams are seen as guidance from a higher self, a window to wisdom beyond the ego. When the conscious mind relaxes, the subconscious gains freedom, revealing truths, connecting ideas, and providing clarity that is impossible during waking thought. Sleep is thus not a passive state. It is an active laboratory where consciousness and subconsciousness interact, where the mind rehearses life, solves problems, and journeys beyond the visible world. Understanding this interaction can transform how we approach sleep, dreams, and even daily decision-making, revealing the extraordinary intelligence and depth of our own minds beyond the sub. Conscious lies what many traditions call the higher mind or higher consciousness. Sleep is often described as a doorway to this elevated state of awareness, where the soul or consciousness transcends the limitations of the body. During deep meditation or sleep, many report experiences of unity, timelessness, and profound insight, suggesting that consciousness is not confined to neurons or physical structures. Philosophers and mystics have long argued that what we perceive as the waking world is just a fraction of reality, and sleep provides a temporary release from this limited perception. Ancient Indian, Taoist, and Buddhist teachings describe sleep as a state where the soul journeys through planes of existence, communicates with universal intelligence, or explores cosmic realities. Modern science is beginning to converge with these ideas. Studies of near-death experiences, lucid dreams, and meditation-induced altered states suggest that consciousness can operate independently of the body, perceiving and interacting with realities that do not follow conventional physical rules. Sleep, then, becomes not merely a biological necessity, but a spiritual laboratory where consciousness expands, explores, and even heals itself. Every night when we close our eyes, we may be tapping into these hidden dimensions, accessing guidance, inspiration, and understanding far beyond the ordinary limits of awareness. The mysteries of sleep and consciousness are not new. Across civilizations, thinkers, mystics, and philosophers have sought to understand the nighttime journeys of the mind. In Hinduism, the practice of yoga nidra treats sleep as a conscious journey through the inner self. Buddhist dream yoga trains practitioners to achieve lucidity and awareness in dreams, using the state to cultivate wisdom and liberation. Even Western philosophers, from Plato to Descartes, pondered nature of consciousness and the reality of dreams. Plato suggested that the waking world might itself be an illusion, and that the mind explores truer realities when unbound from the physical senses. Indigenous cultures interpret dreams and sleep experiences as vital connections to ancestors, spirits, and the natural world. Across all these perspectives, a common truth emerges. Consciousness is fluid, dynamic, and not confined to waking life. Sleep, then, is not just a pause from reality. It is a journey into deeper truths, a nightly odyssey where the mind explores, learns, and connects with something far greater than the self. The convergence of ancient wisdom and modern science hints at a profound reality. The conscious mind does not vanish during sleep. It transforms, travels, and evolves. Understanding the true nature of consciousness during sleep opens up practical ways to harness this power. Keeping a dream journal allows you to remember and analyze dreams, uncovering patterns and insights from your subconscious. Practicing lucid dreaming can enhance creativity, problem-solving, and self-awareness. Meditation before sleep can calm the mind, allowing for deeper exploration of consciousness and more meaningful dream experiences. By respecting the intelligence of your mind during sleep, you can improve emotional regulation, intuition, and even decision-making in waking life. Ancient traditions and modern psychology both emphasize the importance of mindful sleep, preparing the mind for exploration rather than passive rest. As you begin to notice the journeys your consciousness takes each night, you realize that sleep is not just a biological function, but an opportunity for self-discovery, spiritual growth, and creative inspiration. Every night your mind embarks on an incredible voyage, exploring realms of thought, emotion, and awareness that shape who you are, who you will become, and perhaps even the universe itself. By understanding and embracing these nightly journeys, you can awaken not just rested, but profoundly transformed, tapping into the infinite potential of your own consciousness. As we draw this journey to a close, it's time to reflect on what we've uncovered. Every night, when your body rests, your consciousness doesn't simply switch off. It embarks on a voyage through hidden landscapes of thought, emotion, memory, and perhaps even realms beyond the physical. Dreams, lucid experiences, and out-of-body sensations are not random. They are glimpses into the deeper workings of your mind, the whispers of your subconscious, and the touch points of a higher consciousness that science is only beginning to understand. Ancient wisdom, modern psychology, and neuroscience all point to the same truth. Sleep is not merely rest, but an extraordinary gateway to exploration, insight, and growth. The next time you close your eyes, remember that you are not simply sleeping. You are traveling, discovering, and evolving in ways that your waking self can hardly imagine. Embrace this hidden journey, pay attention to your dreams, and honor the intelligence of your mind. For in the quiet of the night, when the world fades away, your consciousness awakens and the mysteries of existence unfold, revealing that the journey never truly ends, it only transforms. Sleep deeply, explore consciously, and awaken not just rested, but aware of the infinite realms that lie within you.